yeah, Kate, you're gonna have to. Hello, everybody. Tell me what the comments are, because they're a little bit too far away from me. We switched it up today, and I just want to say hello and welcome. I'm Linda Daniels, and you are now inside Northampton Wools. Welcome to Lunch with Linda. I am back in the shop, obviously. So things are new and things are happening, and we could end up with some noise, although I think the guys have gone on lunch break, so it should be okay. So hello to all of you who join. I really can't see the names from here or the comments, but Kate will keep me informed if you guys have questions, or let me know who's around that I might need to specifically say hello to. Thanks so much for joining me, and welcome back. I am so glad to be back home. Yes, my vacation was wonderful. There's nothing like spending time with grandchildren, but it also feels good to get back to my real job, my real life, my everyday comfort place, my happy place, if you will. So we did a little live this morning because there is so much going on and so much happening that I didn't think it would all fit into one live this afternoon. Our clearance sale is still going on. We're only 2 weeks in, but this is the week that we take the next set of markdowns. So a lot of the yarns that were 25% off have now gone to either 45 or 50% off. There are a couple of yarns that we are now pulling to start at 25% off. So we've got a lot of sale stuff still. After I went through and repriced everything, Kate did put the new prices up on the website. So if there are yarns that you wanted to check out on sale, you can look at the clearance page on the website. They should all be there. One of the yarns that I wanted to talk about that's on sale, two of them actually, but one of them is the Carosello. And the other thing that we're doing is selling the models that we've had in the store that we are finished with. And since we have the Carosello yarn on sale, it's now on sale for $10.50 a skein. I also pulled down and have marked down the Carosello jacket. Now this is an original design that I did for Plymouth yarn. It's meant to be a non-buttoning kind of jacket, just open in the front. But we've got this, and I took everything home and cleaned it and washed it, and this was originally $295 to buy this model, and it's now down to $125. All of the sweaters that I'm clearing out as part of our You Can Say You Made It sale will be drastically reduced like that. They're being sold because either the yarn is gone or discontinued, or the pattern is no longer available. We do have some things that are like that. But the Carosello is also the yarn that I used for the vest pattern that I sent out free a few weeks ago. So it only took about 5 skeins to do the vest. It takes about 8 to make the jacket. So I've priced a whole bunch of things down, which I'm going to talk about in a little while. One of the teasers in the comments that we put for today was the oldest golden sheep in Northampton. And you know that the scaffolding is up front and that the guys have been working really hard to repoint everything. And they unfortunately came across more damage behind the Northampton Wools sign. So we have had to retire the Northampton Wools sign, and we'll have a new one built in order for them to repair that part of the building. But the sign itself was also pretty worn and rotten. But on the top of the sign was our golden sheep, and we were able to rescue that.
He's telling us they just took the sign down.
Okay, they just took the sign down, so the sign is now officially gone and retired, but no tears allowed, because it means we're going to have a brand new sign done in more of a color coordination with our new paint job out front. But this was the sheep on top, and I'm going to pull it a little closer. You can see that it was all gold leaf, but it is really pretty worse for the wear, being out in all kinds of weather. But we are able to save it. We're going to put it in a shadow box and hang it in the store. And Kate and I were fooling around with what should we name her, because we never really did anything to name her. And the original owner of the store, her name was Jacqueline. She's the one who opened the store in 1981, and I think in her honor, we will name our beautiful little golden sheep Jacqueline, maybe Jacquelinda.
A hybrid of the two names.
Definitely Jacqueline. So it might take me a little bit to get this actually officially mounted and correctly mounted in a shadow box, but she's going to be front and center right above our love sign on the back wall. So you'll all be able to see her there, but we want to be very careful. I'm going to have you put that up on the counter. So that is what we meant by the oldest golden sheep in Northampton. Yeah, anywhere there, so I can. Okay, so sale yarn, sale garments. I wanted to show you a few of the things that, and give you an idea of what the pricing is going to be. So this sweater is one we've had around for a while, and it is done in the Harvest yarn from Unique, and it's a lace, all over lace pattern. Again, just a buttonless jacket, and this was $275, and it's now going to be $110.
Sally likes Jacquelinda.
Jacquelinda, I think I do too.
And Barb's loves the spirit of it.
Oh, thank you. So this is a crocheted, big enough for a good sized baby blanket or lap blanket, and it was $175, and now it's down to $85. I mean, look how big that one is. That one is crocheted. All of our stuff, you know, is either all wool or combinations of the wool. This one I know will go right away. This is a small to medium. It was $350, and we've marked it down to $125. This was at the corner for a very long time. This was the first top-down fair out class that I taught a few years ago. So that one is pretty good on sale. We've even got smaller stuff too. It's not just all sweaters. There are a lot of cowls and shawls that we will be able to offer you at these special prices. Again, this was the Space Cadet yarn, and we're no longer carrying the Space Cadet, so we've marked this cowl down to $25. Come on, you can do your Christmas shopping. This was a skein of the Freya shawl ball yarn. This is a little crocheted scarf, and this is now $50. I'm just going to show you a couple more, and then we'll be done with that. But this, I love this orange sweater. This is a slanted cable. This is all wool. I don't even remember what the wool was, but this now is on sale for $150, and this is like a medium to large size. And then a lot of you have even done this sweater. This is the Cashsetta, which is a wool silk and cashmere blend. Oh, it's so soft after being washed. And this is Waves of Change by Denise Bayron. And this is a simple cardigan. Man, I almost don't want to let this go. It's so soft. Mm-hmm. But it's now marked down to $110. So we're going to have even more, but I just wanted to give you an idea of the kinds of things that we're going to be able to offer you in our You Can Say You Made It. And we really and truly don't mind if you do say that you made it. In fact, it's kind of fun to let that happen. All of these will be out, hopefully outside for sidewalk sales. If not in the front, then probably on the side. But we're going to spend this week hanging them all up on the rack, making sure everybody has a tag and is ready for you to try on, and also making the mirror a little more accessible so that you can see what you look like in it or think about gifts. So in addition to trying to clear out some of the yarn that we are finished with, we are getting new stuff in fast and furious. We got boxes in today that I'm going to open right in a minute with you. I don't even know what's in them, but I forgot the raffia. One of the new yarns that we got in just in time for summer is from Plymouth Yarn called Raffia. And it is exactly what it says. I was able to score enough skeins of the raffia before everybody else. Ooh. And I was able to crochet up. I showed this to you from California, but now I got home just in time to get the order in, and the other colors came in so I could add the trim. And this is the palette. So those are the colors that it comes in. There's this hat pattern, there's a clutch, a clutch, a barrel hat, no, bucket hat, that's what it's called. A bucket hat pattern as well. They take about 4 to 5 skeins of the raffia, and it's only $6.50 a skein. If you buy a skein even to use for gift packaging, because it will make great gift packaging as well. But I am going to schedule a how to crochet with raffia class in August. So it'll be a one-day workshop where I can help get you started. It is not as hard on your hands as it might feel like to the touch. But it's not smooth and silky soft. It's harder than you might think, but it's not going to rip your hands apart. And I'm feeling that some of the solid colors are softer than some of the multi colors. So come on in and take a look at that stuff. Like I said, I'm going to have the class because the hat I just think is adorable, and I love it. It's so easy to wear. This took 5 skeins plus the 6th skein in the contrast color.
Bonnie loves it.
But of course you still have a lot of the blue left over, so I can use that to tie together whatever packages I decide to do. So that's one of the new yarns that's come in. We got a big order in from Trendsetter that we're still processing, so I'm not going to talk about that one yet, but that you will start to see that on the shelf in a couple of weeks, and I'll be talking about it next week. Oh yeah, one more thing that I want to show you. This is also one of my original patterns. I designed this for Plymouth Yarn for their pendenza cotton. This cotton is no longer available. It's been discontinued by the company, so there really isn't any point in us keeping the shawl, and we have a new rendition of it done in the new Matita, which is a cotton and hemp. Same pattern, but different yarn. And so we're going to be selling this original design for $50.
Wow.
I must be nuts.
It's archival.
It's archival. It's a treasure. It's a classic. It is, like I said, one of the original designs that I did for Plymouth Yarn. That's a teaser. Okay. One of the things that came in were new Gleaners. And if you don't have a Gleaner or haven't heard of a Gleaner, you need to put this on your list, because this is the thing that will save your sweaters from pilling. Pilling happens. And the softer the wool, the more pilling you're going to get. It's not just an acrylic thing. It is really a wool thing. But this is how the Gleaners come now, in a hang box that's hanging upright. And you can see the actual Gleaner. This is the lint brush side, and this is the side where these different strength shavers come in. You put the shaver, it just clicks right in, and you kind of comb off of your sweater, and the pills come off really, really easily. It still has that carry-on bag. It's just stored underneath this little box right in here. It's a nice black nylon bag, so you can keep it all together in one place, but they're packaging it like this now so that we can hang them up on the shelf. So this is it's a grayish, bluish kind of color. Those are the ones that we have received. We've got, I think, 24 of them in. So that came in. And
I want to see what's in those
I know.
boxes.
Here's box number 1. No.
Oh.
I'm going to do something else first. I showed you this from California's too, and from when I was in California as well. This is the model for the store that I was working on. It's called the Collins Tee. And I wanted to point this out because with so many designs now being done from the top down, it means that the sweater is upside down when you're knitting it. And when you get into the body, it starts to look really long. Here's where I divided for the underarm. And as I'm working on it, the whole time I'm thinking, wow, this is getting long. This is gonna be way too long. This is really getting long, but it's not. When I actually flatten it and let it relax on the table and measure it, I'm really only at about 8 inches, which is way too short. It's way too short for anybody, even for somebody wearing a cropped. Usually cropped tops are around 10 inches long. The average length for most of us, mature women, is going to be between 12 and 14 inches from the underarm down. We need that to cover the waistline and get into the stomach. Now, some of you might like your stuff a little bit more cropped, and there's a place for that. The vests that I wear over a dress, I would make more like 11 inches, 10 or 11 inches. But most sweaters, I want to be at least that 12-inch long. So when I hold the piece up like this is when I can start to see, okay, this is not anywhere near as long as it should be. There's my waist. So this is just a caution to you. If you are knitting top down, go to the length that it says. Measure, lay it flat on the table like this and measure, because you're gonna get scared. You're gonna think, holy cow, this is really long. It's gonna be down to my knees, and that's not true. It's not going to be. It's an optical illusion because you have the entire armhole depth. You are looking at from the shoulder down to the underarm when you're knitting on it like that. So just a little caution. I'm nearly done with the body. I have just a couple more inches to go, and then I'll be able to finish off the sleeves. But this is a little bit slower going, especially now that I'm home, looking at the pile of work that I have confronting me. I'm not finding a lot of time to work on that right now. But it will be one of our new models for the fall when it goes up on the wall. Now, everything Kate's been waiting for. This is a mystery box. It truly is, because there isn't even a return address. I sure hope it's nothing embarrassing.
Oh.
I don't know what's in it, but we're gonna find out right now. I mean, what could I ever buy that would be embarrassing?
I don't know.
But let's see. Oh, books. Oh, this is the new Jody Long book of children's designs. How sweet. How sweet. Look at that.
Look at that star.
And on the back are more. I knew it was heavy. 23 cute little designs for 0 to 5 years old. So yeah, they're all going up to size 5. And most of them are going to be done in the cow, which affects me. Whoa. I don't think. Whew. I'm just checking. Yeah, it is all of them. It's the whole box is these books. Okay, so the Chow is a yarn that we have, and we have in every single color, including some of the multicolors. So anything you see in here that you want to make, we would be able to help you choose the yarn and the color that you might need to do it. Oh, that's sweet. Aren't stripes sweet in a baby sweater? All right, so we'll figure out what the price of this is and how many we've got, and put this up on the website later on as well. So that was mystery box number 1. Now number 2 is a bigger box. So let me, but it's not even half as heavy.
Yeah, put it on.
Yeah. So let's see what's in here. Isn't this exciting?
I love it. It's like Christmas.
Oh, I love
July.
love July and August, because every day it's something new. sometimes they've even forgotten that I ordered it from the show. All right, so a sample of the lullaby books, patterns.
Ooh, ooh,
Wowee.
ooh, ooh.
Wowee. All right. So this is Super Sock, a brand new sock yarn to us. Actually, they've got a great poster. You can see that it's a self-striping sock yarn. Look at the color choices.
Oh my gosh, I love that one.
Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, so look at these colors. Wow, if you are a sock knitter or you want to make a shawl, wowee. All right, this is a brand new.
That is you and me put in one skein.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, 420 meters, so it's a little bit over 430 yards in the skein. That is plenty to do a sock, and it is, and this is a true sock yarn, so it's 75% wool and 25% poly. That helps those socks last a little bit longer when they're on your feet. And boy, this is a soft feeling sock yarn. Really, really cool. They're saying a size 2 or 3 needle, and yeah, 5 skeins to make a sweater. I'm not sure I'd want a whole sweater out of this stuff, but it sure is fun to look at. Look at that, blues and turquoise and purple and tans and browns. That's a fun color.
Yeah.
Nice neutral kind of color. And the black,
Perfect for socks.
which we don't always see in black, especially when a company is trying to do a really colorful collection of sock yarns. So now you know what Kate and I will be doing the rest of the week is...
What, knitting a sweater?
No, we're not knitting at all. We have inventory to
I
do.
know.
We have to put this stuff away and get it up on the website. I keep looking for my notebook. Here it is. Because if you are so inclined, the Madeline Tosh Rhinebeck sweater was released. It's been a secret up until now, even though you've heard me talking about it. And Eileen has finished it, and she said she was sticking it in the mail today, so we should have it here in the store, hopefully by the end of the week. It is fabulous. It is so, so beautiful. You can look for the Mad Tosh Instagram account, and they've got pictures of it in the main colorway right there that you can see. It's also, they're putting together 4 other colorways in kits, but we just got notice from them that our order of vintage, which is what the Rhinebeck sweater is knit in, will be in the store in probably 2 weeks. So right at the beginning of August, right in time for Shop Hop, we will have lots of different colors of the vintages, so you can put together your own kind of design colorway for it. It is, I didn't check, and I will. I don't think the pattern is yet available on Ravelry, but it will be shortly.
The company is still naming it.
They have a contest going on to name the actual design, and it is by Olga Putano, who I just started to follow. She does some incredible color work in yoke design. So if you're on Instagram, look for her as well, because her stuff is beautiful. The 2 new books, I can't quite see them behind me. We got in a new Stitch dictionary, and I just can never get enough Stitch dictionaries. And we got in a book called Fisherman Knits, which is Norwegian designs.
Oh, the Fisherman Knits is so, it's got a lot of history in it.
It does. There's not just pattern designs, but the whole first chapter is the story of where these patterns came from, like fishing and the farming economy. And then she's got a lot of historical photographs of where she got the ideas or the inspiration for sweaters. All of this is just history, pictures of original items, sweaters and mittens. fishermen. What I love about her older pictures too is she had them really cleaned up so that they're really very clear and crisp. It's a really wonderful book. And then she goes into the reproductions of historical sweaters, and all the patterns are included that she's done are included in here. And look at that photo.
Ooh, cute.
He's cute. He's very cute. But what a great sweater that is. Very, very traditional in the fishing community in Norway. So she's done a lot of traditional designs. This is definitely, if you are a book collector of any kind, this cowl we have to make.
Oh, yeah.
We absolutely have to do that one. But if you are any kind of a book collector for knitting books, this is definitely one that you will want in your library. And the new Stitch dictionary that we got, can't say it fast, is this one, which I also found really complete, both written and charted designs. So if you are into, I love Stitch dictionaries for when you're looking for something different for a scarf. I mean, there are not a lot of really appealing scarf patterns out there, but if you learn to use this, you can really make some fun and interesting to knit scarves as well. You don't have to be a big time designer to use this. You can get a lot of good stuff out of a Stitch dictionary. And this one is just about $30. So it's a good investment for your library as well. Okay, I think, oh, and one other thing that I wanted to mention is that we finally have a bead store back in town. It's called Tasia's Beads, and it is on Strong Avenue down this way. You turn the corner, you can't really drive down Strong Street anymore because of the restaurants on Strong Street, but it's just after Deals and Steals and just after the brewery, Progression Brewery,
so.
Right there. It's right in there, somewhere right in there.
Maybe we'll go visit them.
We're definitely going to go visit them and say hello and welcome to the neighborhood and hopefully do some collaboration with them. They are carrying a lot of gemstone beads as well as the seed beads too. So we're going to hopefully create some kind of partnership with them so that we can do a little beaded hat class. Yeah, Bonnie, you definitely have to get up here to see them the next time you come up. Crafting community. Yep. We have Valley Fabrics and now Beads and always us. Always. If you are into Casa Pinka, she is starting her summer mystery knit along. Big group. Her mystery knit along sign up is #1 on the first page of Ravelry this morning. So you can check that out. They do have a very active Facebook group. You do have to purchase the pattern, and it is done in 4 colors of fingering weight yarn, which we can help you choose because we've got a lot still of the fingering weight Madeline Tosh, the Tosh Light, the Malbrico, all of the Harvest, and 16. The 16 fingering would make a really luscious, whatever it is she's making. And she did say it was a shawl, but that it was a different design or a different shape. So look for that if you're looking for something to do. All right, I think that's it. Were there any questions anywhere or anything anybody said?
Bonnie says she loves the designs of the fishermen, and then Bess was saying maybe the bead store is in the old Gleason space.
Yes, Bess, it could be. I did not go down there, but one of our other customers did, and she said it was right in that area. So it's not far down. It's right as you turn the corner.
Looks kind of like it, yeah.
Okay, good. Well, that would be fun for everybody to visit. All right, I think that's everything that I wanted to talk about today and let you know. I am, again, so grateful for all of you to show up and participate in the happiness and joy that I find here in the store. So Kate and I are going to work this afternoon down cellar to try to make room for all of the new things that are coming in. We've got 3 big orders that I know are on their way that I'm really excited about and can't wait to tell you about. Eileen's sweaters are going to be in the mail this week, and we'll have those up. right away. So that's a quick overview of everything I already talked about. So I'm going to stop now. And urge all of you to go knit something. And I'm going to say very quickly too that the shawls, pins, and buttons from Jewel Designs are on their way. And Jewel and I are talking about when she can do a FaceTime Live with me to show you all the different ways that you can use one of her absolutely beautiful and unique creations. So you'll be hearing more about that too. So again, go knit something, especially a shawl, if you want to have something new to try her stuff out on. All right. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.